Imagine gazing into a mirror and recognizing that the person looking back isn't limited by old doubts, labels, or expectations. Instead, you see a mind open to growth, a heart ready for meaningful connections, and the capacity to transcend old boundaries. Realizing who you truly are. It's not about adding something new. It's about uncovering what's been there all along. An authentic self waiting for acknowledgement. The quest to understand ourselves is not new. Philosophers across cultures, from Confucius in ancient China to Socrates in ancient Greece, emphasized the importance of knowing one's true self. In the mid-20th century, psychologist Abraham Maslow introduced the concept of self-actualization, suggesting that once basic needs like safety and belonging were met, individuals could strive to realize their fullest potential. But why do we struggle to see this potential clearly? Part of the answer lies in the intricate workings of the human mind. Cognitive biases shaped by cultural norms and personal experiences can warp our perceptions. Not to mention everything being slammed at us on TV media and trying to brainwash us to think one way or another. You see, from a young age, we absorb messages, some subtle, some quite blatant and overt, about who we are and what we can achieve. Neuroscientists now understand that these mental patterns from neural pathways in the brain. Yet research in neuroplasticity shows that we can rewire these pathways through conscious effort. You then replace old limiting beliefs with new empowering ones. So techniques like mindfulness, journaling, and therapy based on cognitive behavioral principles, they all help us recognize these internal narratives and challenge them at the same time. But here's the paradox. Realizing who you truly are, it doesn't mean striving for perfection. Studies on resilience and vulnerability, such as the work of researcher Brené Brown, reveal the embracing imperfection inside of you is often the key to personal growth. Allowing yourself to fail and learn, to acknowledge fears without judgment, and to practice self-compassion. It all fosters genuine confidence rather than a fragile facade. This process is not solitary. Cultural traditions worldwide, from group rituals to indigenous communities to the mentorship models of apprenticeship in East Asian cultures, they all illustrate the self-discovery often unfolds through relationships. And encountering others' perspectives, leaning on mentors, or even confronting challenges like loss or setback, they could all serve as catalysts. It's often through hardship that we uncover strengths that we never knew that we had. Realizing the truth of who you are involves stripping away the clutter of false narratives and learning to see both your potential and your imperfections clearly. And once you can see it, it doesn't mean that you have to show everyone else, though. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it isn't a destination, but it's an ongoing practice, one of questioning assumptions, welcoming growth, and redefining selfhood over time. And by nurturing authentic connections, as you seek diverse sources of insight and engage with tools that can reshape your mind, you will ultimately carve a path towards a life that feels more sincere, more resilient, and aligned with your deepest values. These are Interesting Things with JC.